Child in the Sun is an exploration of the inner child. Child in the Sun is an album on my soon-to-be released, is a song on my soon-to-be released debut album, which is coming out on the 7th of July this year at 7 Arts in Leeds. Child in the Sun is the second song that I wrote for this idea of the child. I didn't understand the concept of the inner child until much later on. So it came out of my first friend, Emily Turner, had a child with John, and she told me, and I went into shock, and I knew she'd make a wonderful mother, but more I was in shock of, oh my gosh, are we at this age now where we're responsible enough to have children? Oh my gosh. It was the first time I'd probably thought about it. So I wrote a song for Leo before he was born, and it consisted of "You're amazing, you're amazing, you're amazing." So by the time my second friend had a child, I'd kind of got over that shock really, and so wrote a song for Lola. And so this song, Child in the Sun, used to be called Lola Rose. And it was very much about, I think it's quite easy to see the world as dangerous and evil and dark, and particularly if you've experienced the darkness of life, you are aware of how harsh it can be. And so for me, this song really became about seeing the world through the eyes of a child again, and playing, and how much there is to look forward to, and seeing the light and being appreciative of that. I use the description of a seed and a tree growing to represent the child growing up. And as they grow, they get to see things like chameleons, and oh my gosh, have you seen the Taj Mahal? You know, it's kind of it was actually a dare to put in the word chameleon. Could I make it work? And but it is the most amazing creature, so I'm really glad that it's in there. And it totally represents creativity that is I'm in awe of, and that's the whole song is around the ultimate creative act. The fire that's burning in us, the passion, and I think that side of us is our inner child that we need to connect with. And while we're trying to connect with children, we're also trying to connect to our own creativity and our own allowing us to play and to be lighter and to release the burdens of adulthood, and take time to appreciate a flower, take time to breathe in a sunset. This song is now dedicated to all our precious children of the world and to our inner child. Next time you have an unkind thought towards yourself or another person, just remember that there's an inner child. And I'm trying to practice more I love you, please forgive me, I'm sorry to my inner child, and it's amazing how powerful that actually is. We have a responsibility to our inner child. And I think that seeing the world through the eyes of a child builds trust, and it also builds respect for feelings, our own feelings. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have feelings. It sometimes sounds like I'm lecturing, but I just feel so strongly about this. As I say, the songs on this album are 9 themes that I feel so passionately about. I've also blogged about my artist values, and these are my core values that I feel really strongly about. So I'll probably be chatting in this way about them for the rest of my life. And it's definitely a journey that I'm going on. I'm learning. I'm talking to myself when I talk to you. I've actually been back and watched these as a reference point in terms of exploring how I would like to be more. And I've actually taken notes on my own vlogs because I find clarity when I'm talking. It's a very cathartic experience. This is why my vlogs end up being quite long. So anyway, yes, there's also a video on YouTube around this, and there's a couple of live videos, but the video that I filmed and edited with Emily and Emma is Leo, who I initially wrote a child song for, and Lola. And it's beautiful because they're both in this video, and it's where they meet and hang out, and it's very fitting that they feature in it.